No, it's Jimmy. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jimmy James. You're watching Catch It Live First. This afternoon, we've got for you soccer special. All the goals from around the UK and Europe as they go in. We've got FA Cup football. We've got the Premier League. Speaking of the Premier League, if you're an Arsenal fan, it's not been your day, has it? Late. To call it a late winner for Aston Villa. 4 minutes of added on time. We went past the 4 minutes, only just. That's not the gripe if you're an Arsenal fan. It was just a messy scramble late on. Villa put the ball in the back of the net and no time for Arsenal to respond. So Arsenal losing today. Villa, I think that moves them up into second place before the start of this afternoon's 3 o'clock kickoffs, which we'll go through in a second. Quick shout out, if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, ping that notifications bell, and if you can give us a thumbs up, that'd be superb. The more subscribers we get, the better chance we've got of being given the rights to stream the Polish Premier League, the Ekstraklasa. They have said they will do a collaboration with me once the platform is bigger. So please hit that subscribe button. Right, let's have a look. I'm going to have to clean them in a second, that is for sure. Early kickoffs in the Premier League, just the one today, as I've just said. Aston Villa 2, Arsenal 1. Half-time scores, it's currently Bournemouth 0, Chelsea 0, Everton 2, Nottingham Forest 0. Good result that if it stays like that for Everton. Manchester City 2, Sunderland 0, Newcastle 2, Burnley 0. Burnley also down to 10 men in that game. And Tottenham 2, Brentford 0. Leeds at home to Liverpool. That is a 5:30 kick-off this evening, by the way, so set your clock for that one. We'll quickly go through, actually, the half-time results before the other games get underway. Starting with the English Championship. Charlton 0, Portsmouth 0. That game was abandoned, not too sure why. Derby 1, Leicester 3. Watford 3, Norwich 2. So plenty of goals around. At half-time, not so good in the Championship. Currently stands at Blackburn 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0, Bristol City 0, Millwall 0, Ipswich 1, Coventry 0, Preston 0, Wrexham 1, QPR 1, West Bromwich Albion 0, Sheffield United 3, Stoke 0, Southampton 2, Birmingham 0, and Swansea 2, Oxford United 0. Jaden in Australia, he'll be happy with that Swansea result, that is for sure. League One, just the 2 kickoffs today, both completed because of the FA Cup. Cardiff 3, Huddersfield 2, Liam and Ben Moyle, they'll be happy with that result. Anyone at Home Park supporting Plymouth Argyle won't be so happy. Plymouth Argyle 0, Bradford City 1. It's not getting any better for Plymouth Argyle, is it? And League 2, just the one game today. Colchester 0, Gillingham 0. Can you imagine working all week looking forward to that game? Paying your hard-earned money, can't even see a goal. Need to do something. Get rid of 0-0s. English National League, one early kick-off. It was Morecambe 0, Boston United 3. It's currently just starting the second half in these games. Aldershot 0, Altrincham 0. FC Halifax 1, Braintree 0. Forest Green 0, Solihull Moors 1. Hartlepool 0, Yeovil 1. And Rochdale 0, Southend 1. Scunthorpe and Tamworth, that is a 5:30 kick-off this evening. Right, let's have a look at the FA Cup scores. Blimey, they are a fair way down. Okay, so it's Accrington 1, Mansfield 0, Chelmsford 0, Weston-super-Mare 0, Cheltenham 1, Buxton 2, Exeter 1, Wickham 0. These are all half-times, by the way. Fleetwood 0, Luton Town 0, Grimsby 3, Wealdstone 0. MK Dons 1, Oldham Athletic 0. Peterborough 0, Barnsley 0. Port Vale 1, Bristol Rovers 0. Ben Waine on 47 minutes. He's just put Port Vale ahead. Stockport County 0, Cambridge United 0. Swindon 1, Bolton 0. Wigan 1, Barrow 0. Sutton and Shrewsbury, that's a 5:15 kick-off. And Doncaster and away at Chesterfield, that's a 7:30 kick-off this evening. So we are pretty much up to date. Oh, in Scotland, League, I think it's League One. League One. Not a goal from any team in the first half. Well, what's going on? What is going on? Newcastle's second was scored by Anthony Gordon in the 53rd minute. 8 minutes of added on time at the end of that first half, making it Newcastle 2, Burnley 0. In Spain, we've got Alaves 1, Real Sociedad 0. I think that's on my coupon. And Curzon Ashton 1, Alfreton 1. Alfreton getting back on level terms. I did put a bet on, but it was down. So at half time, I've put another one on. 13 match accumulator. I need 2 goals or more in each of these games. Current odds are, I put £2 on. Returns is £69,478.19. As I always say, that'll be nice before Christmas. And the games are Fleetwood and Luton, Dunfermline and Arbroath, Bristol City and Millwall, Stockport and Cambridge, Aldershot, Altrincham, Bournemouth and Chelsea, St Johnstone and Wraith, Maidstone United and Bath City, Stenhousemuir and Hamilton, Peterborough Sports and Hereford, Cheshire United and Dover, Chelmsford, Weston-super-Mare, as I've just said, Alaves and Real Sociedad, 2 goals or more in each of those games. Returns is 69.5 grand. Come on, just before Christmas. Fantastic. I've not had the best of weeks football-wise. Down here, by the way, it's all the highlights of the Polish Cup from the games were played in the week. This week we went away to Zawisza and took the lead early on. Had it nickage on the scorecard. Fantastic. We gave a penalty away midway through the first half, and it was a penalty. No complaints about that. It was a penalty. 1-1 at half time. Second half, it was just absolutely abysmal. We ended up getting hammered. 4-1. Shocking. So we're going to have to prove our mettle now and rebound from that. We've got our final game tomorrow before the winter break. So it'd be nice to, if we win tomorrow, we guarantee going into that winter break with a 10-point lead. That's Wisła Kraków. We're away though, so I'll be on a 1:15, I think it is. So about 5-10 minutes beforehand, just go through the team lineups, and then we'll have another roller coaster ride. Watching Wisła Kraków, and it is a roller coaster as well. Kelty Hearts 0, Montrose 3, Callum Sandilands on 53 minutes. Montrose, they've wrapped that up against Kelty Hearts, haven't they? They're not going to blow a 3-0 lead, surely, to goodness. Especially seeing as it looks like nobody in Scotland can put the ball in the back of the net. Absolutely shocking. Just going to have a look at the EFL League One as well. Let's see where Plymouth Argyle are at the minute. They're having a shocker, aren't they? They're going to get back-to-back relegations if they're not careful. Grimsby 4, Wealdstone 0. Jays Kabir on 53 minutes. Do like a good cup run, don't they, Grimsby? Knocking Manchester United out infamously or famously in the League Cup. And before I get too involved in the football, just a quick shout out to my friends Claire and Ian. Their dad died on, I think it was early hours of Friday morning. Prostate cancer, among other things. So commiserations to them. And some of you may know, my daughter, her stepdad, which was really close to, he died last year of prostate cancer, only young, fit as a flea apart from that, and if it gets hold of you, look out. And it is preventable, you know, early diagnosis, so go and get your prostate checked, please. Claire, Ian, we will be seeing you later on, so big hugs coming your way, and no doubt a few tears, but life does go on. I'm sure your dad would want you to enjoy what's left of yours. So, yeah, big shout out though. And rest in peace. Right, let's get on with the football. Edinburgh City 4, Dumbarton 0. Innes Lawson on 47 minutes for Edinburgh City. They are pulling away. Accrington 1, Mansfield 1. Mansfield back level on 53 minutes thanks to Will Evans. Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, it is still Spurs 2, Brentford 0. Richarlison on 25 minutes and Simmons just before half-time on 43 minutes. Comfortable for Spurs at the moment, but this is Spurs. We know what they're capable of. They can grab defeat from the jaws of victory as good as anybody. Southampton 2, Birmingham 1, Demari Gray on 54 minutes, getting Birmingham on the score sheet, so chance of a comeback there, but still trailing Southampton. Etihad, it is still Manchester City 2, Sunderland 0, Ruben Diaz on 31 minutes, and Gvardiol again on the score sheet on 35 minutes. That's 2-2 for Gvardiol, I think. Now, I did say I was going to have a look at the league, didn't I? Let's have a look just how much trouble Plymouth Argyle are in. I think they're in the bottom. I think they're in the bottom three now. Let's have a look. Once we load up, we've got Cardiff at the top, winning the last three. Going great guns. Great guns, Cardiff. Yeah, Plymouth Argyle now, they're in 23rd spot, just one off the bottom, just 16 points. Just one victory from the last 5 games. And that was away at Port Vale. You know, what are they on? 16 points. 16 points. The bottom 5, there's just 3 points between Port Vale, Plymouth, Blackpool, Peterborough and Exeter. Then you're looking at Burton, who are on 22 points, along with Doncaster, Reading and Mansfield. So we're already getting that bottom section, aren't we, that's going to be a relegation battle. And it looks like it at the minute, it's 4 from 5 are going down. Exeter, Peterborough, Blackpool, Plymouth, Port Vale. 4 of them 5 look like they're going down at the minute, unless somebody is going to get dragged into that relegation battle. Halfway through the season, aren't we? Almost. Ross County 0, Erdrionians 1. Gavin Gallagher on 57 minutes, giving Erdrionians a lead. MK Dons 2, Oldham 0. Liam Kelly on 57 minutes, doubling the Dons' lead in the FA Cup. And Joe Snowden has done the same for Swindon. Swindon 2, Bolton Wanderers 0, and 55 minutes gone there, both in the FA Cup. Right. Let's have a quick look at as it stands in the Premier League. I'm pretty sure at the minute Aston Villa were in second place. No. Manchester City, before kick-off they were. Manchester City at the moment, they've gone back above Aston Villa into second. Tight at the top though, Arsenal on 33 points, Manchester City on 31 points and Aston Villa on 30. You've then got a little bit of a gap of 5 points to Chelsea, who got that good draw, didn't they, in the week against Arsenal, down to 10 men. Took the lead as well, couldn't hold on to it, but down to 10 men and holding on against Arsenal, at home or not, that was a good result for Chelsea. And Everton, you know, in the top 5 on 24 points. Surprise team for me this season, Everton. But certainly the informed team are Aston Villa. They've won, of the last 5, they've won all 5. Going great guns. Down at the bottom, yeah, Wolves, it looks like it's curtains for them. Burnley and West Ham, pretty much. West Ham have got a game in hand and are 2 points in the lead, but they're not playing well, are they? They're playing decent enough, they're picking points up, but they had such a bad start, they're going to have to continue it, that's for sure. Liverpool in 12th. They play, don't forget, at tea time away at Leeds. Manchester United, they play on Monday away at Wolves. Not going to be an easy game, that, because Wolves will have a point to prove, won't they? Although they're not playing well, neither are Manchester United, so they could have the work cut out there, the Red Devils. Southampton 3 now, Birmingham 1. Adam Armstrong on 58 minutes. After they did get back into that game, Birmingham, but Southampton pulling away again. Southampton 3, Birmingham 1. And Bristol City 0, Millwall 1. Mihailo Ivanovic on 59 minutes, giving Millwall the lead. Who's doing well in the championship so far? Most Popular says, hey mate, hey Most Popular. Good to see you in live chat, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Not spoke to you, it seems, for ages. Probably only a couple of weeks, but yeah, I hope you're doing well, mate. Getting ready for Christmas. Yeah, top of the British Championship, English Championship. Coventry, 43 points. They're not going to get anything from today's game, though it doesn't look like, because it's now Ipswich 2, Coventry 0. Agelli on 43 minutes and Hurst on 60 minutes has just doubled Ipswich's lead. So they've got plenty of. There's a plenty gap at the top though. Coventry in first on 43 points. Middlesbrough in second on 36. So no need to panic just yet. Motherwell 2, Livingston 0. Stamatopoulos from the penalty spot for Motherwell, doubling their lead. And Cheltenham 2, Buxton 2. Robbie Cundy on 58 minutes for Cheltenham, getting them back level. That's in the FA Cup. And Dunfermline 1, Arbroath 0. Barney Stewart on 61 minutes. Elgin City 1, Clyde 1. Jack MacGyver on 60 minutes, getting Elgin City back on level terms. Most Popular in live chat says, are you following the Ashes? I am following the Ashes, mate. It's not good watching if you're an England fan, is it? It's just not. Alloa 2, Peterhead 0. Luke Rankin on 59 minutes, doubling Alloa's lead. Mate, it's shocking, isn't it? If you're an England fan, if you're an Australian fan, you'll be saying thank goodness for Stark, because he's the one who's causing carnage with the English batsmen. But we've gone into these Ashes, we've made our intentions clear. We are going to go after the Australian bowlers. It's not working, is it? It's just not working. Exeter 2, Wickham 0. Jack Aitchison on 59 minutes, doubling Exeter's lead. That's in the FA Cup. Catches wins the matches, says Most Popular. Certainly does. Certainly does. And what are your thoughts on it? As an England fan, mine are not. I'm not impressed with England. I'm not impressed with their approach to it. It's a great approach when it works and you look fantastic. You know, this is Test match cricket and we're playing it as though it's a one-dayer or a T20. Wow. But then you get out to silly shots and trying to... It's almost like we've got out of that mindset of you've got 5 days to play this game. Build into your innings. Wait until you're seeing that cricket ball like it's a football. No, they want to get on top of the ballers straight away, and it's not working. It's not working. Do you know? And people say, oh, England are confident. You know, they're coming out. They're going to take the game. They're going to take the game to the Australians, and yeah, get on top of the ballers. I think it's the opposite. I think it shows a lack of confidence. It shows a lack of ability in that format of cricket. The fact that you are not prepared, or you don't think that you're going to stay in long enough to score big runs, so you try and score a quick 20, 30, 40. That's all right if it happens, but then nobody's getting 20, 30, 40 and then going on to get 70, 80, 100, apart from Joe Root, 100, what was it, 135, when he really saved the innings. Then he got a few more runs than he the day after, but yeah, it's not, it's like England do not have the ability to play test match cricket, so they're playing it as like one day format. Not good enough, and we are seeing now the results of not being good enough at test match cricket. Yeah, it's entertaining, but ultimately, when history looks back and it says how did England do in the 25-26 Test Ashes series, if it carries on like this, we're going to get whitewashed, and that's what the record will show. It won't show whether it was entertaining or not. It'll just show that it's a poor result. Edinburgh City forward Dumbarton 1, Leighton McIntosh on 59 minutes getting Dumbarton on the score sheet, but they're still trailing. Fleetwood 1, Luton 0, Ethan Ennis on 69 minutes putting Fleetwood into the lead. That's in the FA Cup. National League, it's Forest Green 1, Solihull Moors 1, Nick Horton on 62 minutes getting Forest Green back on level terms. And in the FA Cup, it's Cheltenham 3, Buxton 2, Jordan Thomas on 62 minutes. That looks like it's a good, hard FA Cup tie, doesn't it? And sticking with the FA Cup, Wigan 1, Barrow 1, Jack Earing on 65 minutes. Wigan need a good cup run or something, don't they? Because their season's not been that good. Most popular in live chat says, feel sorry for that huge England crowd. They actually made it look like an English home atmosphere, but drop catches and fielding is a villain for England. The fans will always support England, mate. It's just the players are not performing as they should. Like you said, when you're not getting runs, you need to be taking your catches and you need to be fielding well and keeping it tight, and we're not. We're just being outplayed at the moment. I think a lot of it has got to do with Mitchell Starc, though. When you look at Starc, the rest of the Australian bowling attack, it's pretty average. But all the time he's there, Australia, because he can rip through any batting lineup, can Starc. But the rest of it is pretty mediocre. But I just hope it's not a whitewash now. And I mean, this one's not done and dusted. Stranger things have happened, but of looking at the way both teams are playing, nothing for England in this test either. Dundee 1, Aberdeen 2. Ryan Anstey on 60 minutes, getting Dundee on the score sheet, but they're still trailing. Ross County 0, Erdrionians 2. Ewan Henderson on 67 minutes. Blimey, what's going on with Erdrionians? Scoring for fun. And QPR 2, West Brom 0. Rahman Burrell on 59 minutes, doubling QPR's lead. Let's have a quick look and see how's my bet doing. Cash out's down to 16 pence. Not looking too good. Who's letting me down so far? Stockport and Cambridge is still 0-0. I need at least a goal in that game to give me a fighting chance. Bournemouth and Chelsea 0-0. St Johnstone and Wraith 0-0. Stenhousemuir and Hamilton 0-0. Peterborough Sports Hereford 0-0. Come on. Sort it out. I was banking on that 69.5 grand before Christmas. Got to pay me a Lecky bill. There's been a goal at Manchester City, it looks like. Who scored that one? Phil Foden, I think that has scored that. A Rabona for the cross and Foden's header off the underside of the bar. Woohoo! That's an impressive goal. St Mirren 2, Dundee United 0. Keanu Bacchus on 66 minutes, doubling St Mirren's lead, and Hibernian 2, Falkirk 1. Ethan Ross on 64 minutes, getting Falkirk on the score sheet, but they are still trailing Hibs by 2-1. Now, why is that? There's no VAR at the Etihad, so it was some cross though. Watch that when you get a chance to see it. A Rabona. Tried one of them once. Didn't end well. There is there's confirmation of it. Phil Foden on 65 minutes. Manchester City 3, Sunderland 0. It is Hibernian 2, Falkirk 0. That is a score correction, so that's been chalked off for Falkirk. And Chelmsford 0, Western-super-Mare 1, Lewis Britton on 62 minutes. That's in the FA Cup. They do like a cup run, don't they, Western-super-Mare? See how far they can go in this season's competition. Try and bring a few shekels into the club. That's what the FA Cup is good for, these lower league sides, isn't it? Deepdale, it's still Preston 0, Wrexham 1. Kiefer Moore on 4 minutes, on the goal of the game so far. Ooh, my cash out has gone up to 12 pence now after it dropped a little bit. So who's been scoring for me? Stockport and Cambridge, it's still 0-0. And Bournemouth and Chelsea. I thought we'd have a couple of goals in that game at least. Stenhousemuir and Hamilton. You know, if it can get at least one goal in each game coming into the final minutes, you're in with a fighting chance, aren't you? Hill Dickinson Stadium, it's still Everton 2, Nottingham Forest 0. Milenkovic with an own goal in the second minute, not getting Forest off to a good start, and then Barry 3 minutes into stoppage time at the end of the first half, making it Everton 2, Nottingham Forest 0. Shows what a funny game football is though, doesn't it? Nottingham Forest go to Anfield, batter Liverpool, they come to Everton, who are alright, they're playing decent enough, and they're getting beat 2-0 at the moment. It's no wonder there's no bookmakers, is it? St James's Park, it's still Newcastle 2, Burnley 0. Bruno Guimaraes on 31 minutes, giving them the lead. Gordon from the penalty spot in the 53rd minute. 8 minutes of adding on time at the end of the first half. And Lucas Perez on 43 minutes getting sent off. So going to St James's Park's never easy. Having to play the whole of the second half and a fair chunk of the first half with that added on time with just 10 men. You're not making it easy for yourself, are you? Nothing in that game today for Burnley coming. Warrington 0, Gainsborough 3. Huesca 0, Valladolid 3. And Fleetwood 1, Luton 1. Luton back on level terms in the FA Cup thanks to Jerry Yates on the 73rd minute. You know, I'm just thinking about it. If there is a draw at the end of these FA Cup ties now, what do they do? Do they have a replay at this stage, or do they go to extra time, then penalties? Is it one game and done for the round, or can't quite? I can't remember. So shame on me. No doubt somebody will know. Let us know in live chat. Live chat is open. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, ping that notifications bell. If you can give us a thumbs up, that'd be fantastic. Love you forever. Finished Stuttgart 0, Bayern Munich 5. No doubt Harold Kane will be on the score sheet there. No Frankie James in live chat today. His son's just come home from London with his girlfriend, Anya. Going to get a Polish daughter-in-law, hopefully, as I keep saying. Ooh, can't wait for that. A Polish daughter-in-law. She can help me with my Polish. Anyone who is watching in Poland today, dzień dobry, nie mowy po polski, angielski, dziękuję bardzo. Wisła Kraków, nie. Jazda. Stocksbridge 0, Stockton 1. You know, I was thinking, I saw a short. I saw a short yesterday, and it was talking about Eric Cantona at United being one of the greats. And I was just thinking, if you could bring any player back from the past, which one would you bring to your team? For me, for United at the moment, Manchester United, you'd have to bring back Roy Keane. Put a rocket up the backside because it isn't good enough what they're producing. Let us know who you bring back. Dead or alive. It's all gone quiet on the goal scoring front. Apart from Patrick Kelly. Thank you very much, Patrick. Peterborough 0, Barnsley 1 in the FA Cup second round. It was Patrick Kelly on 73 minutes. And in the FA Cup once more, MK Dons 2, Oldham Athletic 1. Luke Hannant in the 76th minute from the penalty spot. Could the comeback be on for Oldham? They have a fine history, don't they, in the FA Cup? Rochdale 2, Southend 1. And it was that man, Arin Alahakia, on 74 minutes, putting Rochdale into the lead. Dunfermline 1, Arbroath 1, Brooklyn, Cabongolo on 75 minutes, getting Arbroath back on level terms. Frankie James says, aye. Aye, Frankie. Thanks for joining me. It's later than never. You've been chatting, haven't you? I know what you've been doing. I know what you've been doing. For some reason. Frankie James says, hi, lovely. Claire's on the way. Excellent stuff. I did give her a shout out, and Claire and Ian and the dad earlier on, in case you missed it. It's away on Friday. Get your prostate checked. All it is a... Get your prostate checked. All it is a little finger up the hoop. You don't even have to pay for it. The doctors will do it for free. You don't have to take them chocolates or anything. Get your prostate checked. Simples. Edinburgh City 4, Dumbarton 2, Leighton McIntosh, 70 minutes from the penalty spot. Comeback could be on. Plenty of time left in that game, still trailing by 2 goals though. And Halifax 2, Braintree 0, Josh Hamami on 73 minutes from the penalty spot. Etihad Stadium, it's still Manchester City 3, Sunderland 0. Ruben Diaz in the 31st minute, Gvardiol in the 35th minute, and Phil Foden with a header in the 65th minute from a cross that was a Rabona. Watch that one. I didn't see it properly because I've only got a little screen with it on, but it was definitely a Rabona. And it's Cheltenham 4, Buxton 2 in the FA Cup. Isaac Hutchinson on 74 minutes. Has he wrapped things up there for Cheltenham? Possibly, but Buxton do like a comeback. They've done in this game a couple of times, so maybe that's not done and dusted yet. Ashton Gate, it is still Bristol City 0, Millwall 1. Just that goal from Ivanovic in the 59th minute, enough for Millwall at the moment. Do you know what I miss? I miss me snacks when I'm watching the football and doing the football, but I've learned when you're live streaming, don't have snacks. You end up choking and coughing and looking a fool. But I do like a snack when I'm watching the football, normally a packet of crisps, What's-Its or something like that. Swindon 3, Bolton 0. Aaron Drinan on 76 minutes. Looks like Bolton Wanderers are going out of the FA Cup today. Do you know what? In the week, I mentioned it earlier, this were cracker. If we went out of the cup, deserved to go out, didn't play well. Or didn't play well enough. But there's a couple of VAR incidents, and should we have had a penalty ourselves in the first half? Initially, it looked like it could have been a penalty. Then when we saw it, it was like, I thought it was probably a dive from Duarte. Federico Duarte. I thought he possibly dived, but then there's a still of it where it shows him getting caught on the knee, and it begs the question: VAR, is it doing what it's supposed to do? And it's not a new question; it gets asked all the time. But for me, do we have VAR? Yes or no? I think yeah. I think it adds more drama to the game, and added excitement. Does it need speeding up? Yeah, possibly, but it's still a good thing. And they're talking about at the World Cup, aren't they, next year, bringing in new elements to it, where if it's a ball goes out for a corner and it's not a corner, are they going to intervene in that? So it's being discussed. So possibly they could be increasing VAR's influence on the game. It looks like because of that, it's here to stay, isn't it? They're not going to be getting rid of it anytime soon, that's for sure. And there's a penalty at Bramall Lane. And it's gone right down the middle, so another goal. Sheffield United 4, Stoke 0. Biddy Peck on 77 minutes from the penalty spot. Sheffield United having a great day. Struggling at the bottom, aren't they, though? Let's have a look. Let's have a look how my bet's doing. Right, that one's up. Dunfermline and Arbroath. St James's Park. Johan Visser's coming on, it looks like. Been injured since he signed for Newcastle, so the fans are going to see him pretty much for the first time. Bournemouth and Chelsea, it's still 0-0. I need 2 goals in that game. Tottenham have scored, but that's been ruled out for offside, so ignore that. Yeah, ignore that. Looks like the referee's having fun down there, sending somebody off. Halifax 3, Braintree 0. Will Harris on 78 minutes. Halifax pulling away in that one now. That's in the National League. And Scotland, Ross County 1, Adrionians 2. Jay Henderson on 83 minutes. Ross County back in that game, but still trailing. 7 minutes plus stoppage time, though, to find an equaliser. And it's all done now in the FA Cup. Cheltenham 5, Buxton 2. Ethan Archer on 79 minutes. No doubt Buxton were ploughing forward, trying to get back into that game. Cheltenham have wrapped it up there, though, I would suggest. And also in the FA Cup second round, Fleetwood 2, Luton 1. Ethan Ennis again for Fleetwood in the 83rd minute, giving them the lead. And also in the FA Cup, Exeter 3, Wickham 0. Akil Higgins on 80 minutes, wrapping that cup tie up, it looks like, for Exeter. Yeah, they are letting me down a little bit at the moment. Who's letting me down? Bournemouth and Chelsea. I need 2 goals in that game. St Johnstone and Wraith. 82 minutes on the clock there as well. Need 2 goals in that one. Stenhouse, Muir and Hamilton. Still 0-0. 83 minutes on the clock. What is it with Scottish football? Nobody seems to be able to score. Apart from Kieran Bowie in the 80th minute, who's just made it Hibernian 3. Falkirk 0. Like I said, if you can just get a goal in the game, you're giving yourself a fighting chance, aren't you? You know, most goals are scored statistically. I think it's in the 45th minute and the 90th minute. So if you can get your coupon kind of thereabouts, coming towards the end of the game, who knows? Who knows? QPR 2, West Brom 1. Igbo on 76 minutes, getting West Brom back into that game, although they are still trailing. It was Preston 0, Wrexham 1. It is now Preston 1, Wrexham 1. Harrison Armstrong in the 81st minute, getting Preston North End back on level terms. Let's have a quick look and see where Wrexham are in the league. I know they spent some money, didn't they? Came into the Championship and they were hoping for promotion into the Premier League. Not that easy though, is it? And in the National League, by the way, Rochdale 2, Southend 1, that game's been interrupted. I'm not sure why, whether it's weather related, whether there's something going on in the crowd, whether it's an illness, I don't know. But it's currently interrupted. And Alloa 3, Peterhead 0, Connor Salmon on 82 minutes. Alloa pulling away. And at the Hill Dickinson Stadium, it's now Everton 3, Nottingham Forest 0. Goal scorer to follow. Right, let's have a look at the Championship. Live standings. Let's see where Wrexham currently are. Wrexham are in 12th as things stand on 27 points. I think it's going to be a bridge too far for them this season. Possibly get into the playoffs though, and if they do, who knows? And it was Kieran Dewsbury Hall in the 80th minute for Everton. Everton 3, Nottingham Forest 0. Oh, and it's all gone wrong now for Wigan in the FA Cup. It is now Wigan 1, Barrow 2. Niall Canavan in the 85th minute has given Barrow the lead. They were trailing there to Wigan, but yeah, they've come roaring back, and Wigan, well, they got 5 minutes plus stoppage time there to try and redeem themselves. That's the thing with these cup matches, isn't it? There's no next week. It's now or never. And Stranraer 3, Stranraer 3, Stirling Albion 2, Adam Brown for Stirling Albion in the 89th minute. Stranraer will be getting a bit twitchy there now. Is the comeback on? Who knows? We'll find out in a minute plus stoppage time. Coleraine 2, Carrick Rangers 1, and Oxford City 5, Darlington 1. Great day if you're an Oxford City fan. And Alloa 4, Peterhead 0, goal scorer to follow there. After Connor Salmon had just made it 3-0 in the 82nd minute. Let's have a look. Blackburn 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Has that game been abandoned? What's going on there now? What is going on there? Yeah, it has been abandoned. So we'll find out why, hopefully. It was Blackburn 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0. But it's just come through as being abandoned. So if anybody knows, please let us know in live chat or leave a comment. 85 minutes gone. Vitality Stadium. It's still Bournemouth 0, Chelsea 0. Queen of the South 1, Cove Rangers 1. Matthew Douglas in the 88th minute getting Queen of the South back on level terms, and Alloa 4, Peterhead 0. Callum Burnside in the 86th minute. Alloa wrap things up there. Motherwell 3, Livingston 0. Emmanuel Longello on the 88th minute. In things up for Motherwell. And in the FA Cup, Swindon 4, Bolton Wanderers 0. Aaron Drinan in the 86th minute. And that is an Aaron Drinan hat-trick on the day. Well done to him. Poor result for Bolton Wanderers. St James's Park, Burnley doing well, still trailing by 2-0. But they've been down to 10 men when Lucas Pires got sent off in the 43rd minute. And since half-time, it was 2-0 to Newcastle. So, second half, they've not been thumped. All you can ask for is don't lose the second half at that stage, isn't it? And FA Cup, it never lets you down, does it, the FA Cup? It is now Wigan 2, Barrow 2. Will Aimson in the 89th minute, getting Wigan back on level terms now. Wigan were winning 1-0, Barrow came back, then made it 2-1. But it's now 2-2. There is a score correction as well. Not that it matters. Kelty Hearts 0, Montrose 3. That is also now a final score. Portman Road, 8 to 9.5 minutes on the clock. It's still Ipswich 2, Coventry league leaders 0. Egelli in the 43rd minute, Hurst in the 60th. Wrapping that up for Ipswich today. Still got a big lead at the top of the championship, though, Coventry. I think they've got a 10-point lead or something like that. Aldershot 1, Altrincham 1. Heyday Gandour in the 89th minute. Again, Aldershot back on level terms. Is there going to be a winner in that one, or is that it for the day? We'll find out, because it's not long to go. Quick shout out, if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button. Ping that notifications bell if you can give me a thumbs up. I'll love you forever. Be fantastic. Don't forget to join me tomorrow. Mighty Wisła Krakow. We need to bounce back after getting knocked out of the cup abysmally in the week. We're playing again in the league tomorrow. Last league game before the winter break. Can we bounce back and get 3 points? We'll find out. Join me about 1:10, I think it is. I think it's 1:15 kickoff UK time. I'll be on just 5-10 minutes before I go through the team lineups and have a bit of a preview. Then hopefully we'll put a good performance in and get 3 points. As coach Marius Shop read the right act to his players? I'm not sure. Don't know if he's that kind of coach or not, but he needs to. He needs to, that's for sure. And it's Aldershot 2, Altrincham 1. Blimey. They've just drawn level through Gandour on 89 minutes against Altrincham, and now it looks like they've taken the lead. Goal scorer to follow. MK Dons 3 in the FA Cup, Oldham 1. Mendes Lang in the 92nd minute, wrapping that FA Cup tie-up for the MK Dons. And it's Halifax 4, Braintree 0. Jevon Mills in the 88th minute. Red letter day for FC Halifax, 3 points in the National League for them. Full-time Stranraer 3, Stirling Albion 2. Lots of final scores coming now. As always, mainly in Scotland. They're pretty on the ball. They don't add too much. They don't add too much added time on, I think, because they're Scottish. They're that tough, aren't they? They don't go rolling around on the floor. That must be what it is. Lyle Taylor for Chelmsford, 86 minutes. He's not scored. He's been sent off for violent conduct and confirmation. Aldershot 2 now, Altrincham 1. Tyler Frost in the 92nd minute. 2 goals in 3 minutes at the end of that game, putting Aldershot into the lead. And in the FA Cup, it's Fleetwood 2, Luton 2. Tedden Mengi in the 93rd minute. Are they going into extra time there? Or is it penalties? Or is it a replay? I can't remember. I should know, but I don't. And FA Cup. FA Cup. It was Taylor Clark, not Lyle Taylor, for Chelmsford, who got sent off in the 86th minute. It's not an early bath, is it? It's not an early bath. So, we've just had confirmation. Full time, extra time to be played in the FA Cup games today. They won't need extra time though, Cheltenham and Buxton. It is now Cheltenham 6, Buxton 2. Jordan Thomas in the 90th minute. Flattering Cheltenham today because Buxton did come back into that game. And obviously, cup match, you may as well get hung for a sheep as a lamb. They've piled everybody forward, haven't they? And Cheltenham have made them pay though. Better than going out with a whimper when it's a cup game, I say. FA Cup, it has finished Grimsby 4, Wealdstone 0. And it's still QPR 2, West Brom 1. QPR were 2 up in that game, but Hegbo on 76 minutes pulled one back for West Brom. Burrell just tapped one in there for QPR, so that has wrapped that game up. QPR 3, West Brom 1. It's now Ipswich 3, Coventry 0. Now late goal in Scotland in the Cup. It is Dunfermline 1, Arbroath 2. 2 on the day as well for Cabangolo in the 94th minute for Arbroath. A brace on the day, and it looks like he's put Arbroath through. Ivan Azon in the 95th minute, wrapping things up there for Ipswich 3-0 against Coventry. QPR 3, West Brom 1, Burrell 87 minutes as we've just said. And FA Cup second round, Chelmsford 0, Weston-super-Mare 2, Lewis Britton in the 88th minute. Wrapping things up for Weston-super-Mare, brace on the day for Britain as well. And National League, Hartlepool 0, Yeovil 2, Luke McCormick in the 94th minute. All 3 points going to Yeovil. Fleetwood 2, Luton 2, extra time being played in that one, as is Wigan 2, Barrow 2. Full time 0, Partick Thistle 0, snooze fest up in Scotland again. Too many 0-0s. They should find teams who don't get at least on the score sheet. We'd have much more entertaining football, that's for sure, if the players knew they were going to get fined. I jest, of course, but we need to do something about these 0-0s. Fans, we pay our money to go and watch football. We want to see goals, don't we? Too many teams are just 0-0 merchants. Plus it keeps ruining my coupon. Not that I'm biased in any way, shape or form. Lots of full times coming through now. Vitality Stadium, 94 minutes on the clock. It's still Bournemouth 0, Chelsea 0. Do you know what? VAR in progress at the Etihad. Not that it's going to make any difference. Manchester City 3, Sunderland 0. Having a good season though, Sunderland, aren't they? I think everybody was expecting them to go down at the start of this season. So the fact that they are towards the top of the league, they are outperforming everybody's expectations. Ashton Gate. It's still Bristol City 0, Millwall 1, Ivanovic. Oh, Knights pushing some of the... oh, that's getting quite nasty, that. Some of the coaching staff. There's a full-on fight. There's a full-on, not players pushing each other. I'm talking a full-on set to. A full-on set to Bristol City, I think it was, who one of the players was having a go at one of the Millwall. I think it might have been coaching staff. I couldn't quite see, but that'll be headline news. That will be. There's just been a red card as well at Manchester City. That's what the VAR was for. Sunderland down to 10 men. It's O'Neill in the 95th minute. Just looking at it now. O'Neill, it was a yellow card. Don't know whether the referee's given a yellow card there. It's a high contact and then a straight red. But definitely, headline of the day is going to be what went on between Bristol City and Millwall. Oh my word. That will be on. I wonder if I can be a little bit cheeky and put it on this screen now that it's happened. Just bear with me 1 second. I need to go into studio mode and do something for a second. I need to get that camera on. Right. Now, why can't I see it? I might have to put it to the top. Why is it not working? Oh no! I need to get my Ugreen camera working. Then I can show you what went on. At. Right, I've got it. Hang on. Hang on a minute. It'll be worth it. You can see it here first. Catch it live first. Right, that's okay. So down the bottom there, it's going to be, it'll come onto the screen any second now. I'm going to have to rewind this so you can watch it. Trust me, it's well worth watching. Just got to put that marker on there. Right, we're almost there. Just gotta... We're ready. Yeah. Have a look down here. It ends up a full-on punch-up. I thought some of the fans were on the pitch at first. As it turns out, it wasn't the it wasn't the fans. It was the coaching staff and some of the players. So yeah, who started that? I don't know. Oh, you caught it here first, unless you were watching it live. Oh, dear me. Right, coming up to 5 o'clock. Let's have a look where we are. I think most of the results are in now, so it's going to have to be. I'm going to have to do full-time scores. Obviously, the FA Cup games that have gone to extra time, I won't have the final score for them. Let's get a little bit of quiet, and then we can start off with, just because it's at the top, the Jupiler Pro League in Belgium. Just a one game, still being played actually. 97 minutes on the clock. So it's currently Cercle Bruges 1, Standard Liège 2. English Premier League, Aston Villa 2, Arsenal 1, Bournemouth 0, Chelsea 0, Everton 3, Nottingham Forest 0, Manchester City 3, Sunderland 0, Newcastle 2, Burnley 1. That game is 6 minutes into added on time and still being played. Tottenham 2, Brentford 0, Leeds and Liverpool, that's a 5:30 kick-off this evening. English Championship, Charlton 0, Portsmouth 0. That game was abandoned. Don't know why. Check with your bookmaker what the rules are if you've got a wager on. Derby 1, Leicester 3, Watford 3, Norwich 2, Blackburn 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0. That game was abandoned. Don't know why. Check with your bookmaker if you've had a wager. Bristol City 0, Millwall 1, Ipswich 3, Coventry 0, Preston 1, Wrexham 1, QPR 3, West Bromwich Albion 1. That game still being played, 97 minutes on the clock. Sheffield United 4, Stoke City 0, Southampton 3, Birmingham 1, Swansea 2, Oxford United 0. English League 1, Cardiff 3, Huddersfield 2, Plymouth Argyle 0, Bradford City 1. English League 2, Colchester 0, Gillingham 0. English National League, Morecambe 0, Boston United 3, Aldershot 2, Altrincham 1, FC Halifax 4, Braintree 0, Forest Green 1, Solihull Moors 1, Hartlepool 0, Yeovil 2, Rochdale 2, Southend 0. That match it's showing it interrupted, so we'll have to check that one later on if you've got it on your coupon. It's worth checking with your bookmaker regarding the outcome. And Gunthorpe and Tamworth, that's a 5:30 kick-off. English National League North, AFC Fylde 1, Merthyr Town 0, AFC Telford 2, Southport 2, Curzon Ashton 2, Alfreton 1, Kings Lynn 0, Chester 2, Marine 0, Spennymoor 2, Oxford City 5, Darlington 1, Peterborough Sports 0, Hereford 2, Scarborough 2, Bedford 2, South Shields 0, Kidderminster 2. That game still being played, 96 minutes on the clock. Worksop 1, Chorley 1. That game still being played. We're in the 101st minute. National League South, Chesham 0, Dover 1, Chippenham 1, Horsham FC 3, Dorking 4, Eastbourne Borough 2, Ebbsfleet 1, Worthing 2, Enfield Town and Hampton and Richmond match postponed, Farnborough 4, AFC Totton 2, Maidenhead 2, Hornchurch 0, Maidstone 2, Bath 0, Salisbury 1, Hemel Hempstead 0, Torquay 1, Tonbridge 2. English NPL Premier Division, Cleethorpes 2, FC United 1, Guiseley 1, Leek 0, Hednesford 1, Warrington Rylands 1, Hyde 1, Hebburn Town 3, Lancaster 0, Rushall 1, but that match was abandoned. Check with your bookmaker. Morpeth 2, Prescott 0, Stocksbridge 1, Stockton 1, Warrington 0, Gainsborough 3, Whitby and Ilkeston match postponed, Workington 1, Bamber 3. English Southern League Premier Central, Alfchurch and Rail Bedford match postponed, Bishop Stortford and Harborough match postponed, Bromsgrove 1, Stratford 2, Bury Town 4, Barwell 0, Hills Owen 1, Kettering 1, Needham Market 0, Corn 3, Redditch 2, Banbury 0, Alding United 4, Leiston 1, St Ives 2, Worcester 1, Stamford 2, Royston 0, and Stourbridge 2, Sudbury 3. English Southern League Premier South, Berkhamsted 3, Farnham 3, Bracknell 3, Taunton 2, Chertsey 4, Weymouth 0, Dorchester 2, Hungerford 1, Gosport 1, Evesham 0, Hanwell Town and Plymouth Parkway match postponed, Haventon Waterlooville 0, Poole 3, Tiverton and Basingstoke match postponed, Uxbridge 2, Walton and Hersham 3, Wimborne 1, Sholing 1. Eastern League Premier Division, Billericay 1, Dulwich Hamlet 2, Chatham 3, Burgess Hill 0, into injury time there, still being played, 6 minutes added on at the moment. Cheshunt and Aveley match postponed, Chichester 0, Cray Valley 3, Folkestone 1, Brentwood 0, #4, Canvey Island 0, Lewes 1, Dartford 0, Potters Bar 0, Cray Wanderers 2, Ramsgate 1, St Albans 1, Whitehawk 1, Welling 2, Wingate and Finchley 2, Carshalton 2. English FA Cup second round. Accrington and Mansfield finished 1-1, currently in extra time. Chelmsford 0, Weston-super-Mare 2, Cheltenham 6, Buxton 2, Exeter 4, Wickham 0, Luton 2, Fleetwood 2, Luton 2, extra time being played. Grimsby 4, Wealdstone 0, MK Dons 3, Oldham 1, Peterborough 0, Barnsley 1, Port Vale 1, Bristol Rovers 0, Stockport 0, Cambridge United 0, extra time being played. Swindon 4, Bolton Wanderers 0, Wigan 2, Barrow 2, extra time being played. Sutton and Shrewsbury, that's a 5:15 kickoff, and Chesterfield and Doncaster, that's a 7:30 kickoff. Over to Germany now, the Bundesliga. Augsburg 2, Leverkusen 0, FC Köln 1, St Pauli 1, Heidenheim 2, Freiburg 1, Stuttgart 0, Bayern 5, Wolfsburg 3, Union Berlin 1, RB Leipzig and Frankfurt, that's a 5:30 kickoff. Bundesliga 2, Bochum 1, Bielefeld 0, Kaiserslautern 3, Dresden 1, Paderborn 1, Elfsberg 2. Darmstadt and Karlsruhe, that's a 7:30 kickoff this evening. Over to Italy now, Serie A. Sassuolo 3, Fiorentina 1, Inter and Como, that game's just kicked off, 7 minutes on the clock. Over to Holland now, Eredivisie. Heerenveen 0, PSV 2. Sittard and Ajax, that's a 5:45 kickoff. Heracles and Telstar, that's a 7 o'clock kickoff. And Feyenoord and Zwolle, that's an 8 p.m. kickoff. Moving over to Northern Ireland now, the Premiership. Ballymena 1, Dungannon 2. Coleraine 3, Carrick Rangers 1. Crusaders 0, Portadown 4. Glenavon 1, Bangor FC 2. Glentoran 2, Cliftonville 2. Northern Irish Championship. Queen's University 2, Limavady 2. Ards 1, Loughgall 1. Ballinamallard 2, Institute 2. And Dundela 1, Armagh 3. Harland and Wolf Welders played Anna. That's a 3 o'clock kickoff, but it's full-time result only, which I don't have at the moment. Over to Poland now, the Ekstraklasa. Arka Gdynia 1, Motor Lublin 0. Pogoń Szczecin 2, Radomak Radom 2. Polish Betclic 1 Liga. Grodzisk 1, Pucha 0. 81 minutes on the clock there. Legnica 1, Odra Opole 1. 75 minutes on the clock. Pogoń Sierice 0. Wieczta Kraków 2. They've just scored. 82 minutes on the clock there. Scottish Premiership. Dundee FC 1, Aberdeen 3. Hibernian 3, Falkirk 0. Motherwell 3, Livingston 0. St Mirren 2, Dundee United 0. Kilmarnock and Rangers, that's an 8 p.m. kickoff this evening. Scottish Championship. 0, Partick Thistle 0. Dunfermline 1, Arbroath 2. Ross County 1, Erdrionians 2, St Johnstone 0, Wraith 0. Scottish League 1, Alloa 4, Peterhead 0, East Fife and Inverness match postponed, Kelty Hearts 0, Montrose 3, Queen of the South 1, Cove Rangers 1, Stenhousemuir 0, Hamilton 0. Scotland League 2, Annan 1, Spartans 1, Edinburgh City 4, Dumbarton 3, Elgin 1, Clyde 1, Forfar 0, East Kilbride 3, Stranraer 3, Stirling Albion 2. One game in the Scottish Cup today, Tranent and Inverness. That game was postponed though. Down to Spain now, La Liga. Villarreal 2, Getafe 0, Alaves 1, Real Sociedad 0, Betis and Barcelona, that's a 5:30 kickoff. Athletic Bilbao and Athletic Madrid, that's an 8 p.m. kickoff this evening. La Liga 2, Andorra 1, Almira 2, Huesca 1, Valladolid 4, Real Sociedad B and Gijon, that's a 5:30 kickoff. Over to Turkey now, the Super League. Ayspor 1, Kayserispor 1, Konyaspor 1, Rizespor 1. League Cup in Wales, TNS 2, Llandudno 1, Cambrian United and Barry, that's a 5:15 kickoff. Over to Austria, the Bundesliga. Linz 0, Salzburg 1, 55 minutes on the clock. Hartberg 2, LASK 1, also 55 minutes on the clock. And Rapid 1, Ried 1, 52 minutes on the clock. Over to Bulgaria now, the FBet League. Sofia 3, Plovdiv 2, Lokomotiv Plovdiv 0, Arda 2. Croatia, HNL League, Dinamo Zagreb 1, Hajduk Split 1. League of Cyprus, Nicosia 0, Ammonia 3. Czech Republic, Dukla Prague 1, Liberec 1, Boleslav 3, Zlin 1, Slovako 3, Plzeň 0. Super League in Greece, Olympiakos 3, OFI Crete 0. Volos and Kifisia, that's a 6:30 kickoff this evening. Over to Hungary, DVTK 2, Nyíregyháza 0, Debrecen 0, Puskas Academy 1. I think we've got some Welsh football to come at the end. We also have the Ukrainian Premier League. Cherkasy 3, Obolon 0, Kovalivka 0, Shakhtar 0. Welsh Northern League, Brickfield and Airbus match postponed, Flint Mountain 3, Carouse 0. And that is all she wrote. So on that note, I will say thank you for joining me today. I am Jimmy James. You've been watching Catch It Live First. Don't forget to join me tomorrow for Wisła Krakow. I think it's 1:15 kickoff. We'll be on 5 minutes before. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, ping that notifications bell. If you can give us a thumbs up, that'd be superb. All that's left for me to say is enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening. Stay safe, have fun. Don't overdo it though. Got some big football tomorrow. You need to be on top form for that one. So I'll say enjoy the rest of your evening. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button.